Well, hello friends, how art thou? Today we are making my tacos, okay? 1 second. Alright, so how is everybody? Good, I hope. So we are making my tacos. And this is what it looks like. Yum. Alright, so what I have in here is... Oh, it smells so good. Let me show you what I have. So I use this type of meat. It's the little meat chunks that you can find at the grocery store. Little meat chunks that are chopped up. It is beef. And what I put in here, the juice consists of, depending on how much meat you use, for me I put 2 cups of orange juice. I know that sounds weird, don't knock it till you try it, okay? So 2 cups of orange juice, 1 cup, or depending on how much citrus you like, 1 cup of lime juice, about, I'm going to say 4 tablespoons of garlic powder, probably about 4 tablespoons of cilantro, I also added just some taco seasoning for flavor, and you let that come to a you let that marinate. This has been marinating for probably about 3 hours because I put it all together about 2 o'clock, so about 3 hours. And I'm gonna show you how I cook it now. For this recipe, you really don't need anything but onion on these, and I use the corn tortillas. Okay, so let's move you guys over here, and I'll put you right here where you can see. So this is my granddaughter's dinner for mac and cheese. So let me grab out my pan. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to use this pan. So I have my cast iron. It's a small one. It's not big, it's small, okay? So, I don't know how familiar you guys are with cooking. If you don't cook, this is a very good recipe for you to learn. You're going to let your pan get nice and hot first. No oil required whatsoever, okay? You're going to let your pan get hot. And then, let me just grab out change of plans. So we're going to put this back here, and we're going to use my bigger pan. Give me a second. Okay, so our pan is smoking because there's a little bit of oil in it. So I'm going to turn this down a little bit. Now you're going to put your meat in here and drain some of the juice off, but not all of it. Okay. You want some of that juice in there. I'm going to show you something. Okay, so we're going to stir this around. We're going to turn this back up. You want all this juice in here. There's quite a bit of juice. I don't know if you can see that or not. Let me show you. So there's quite a bit of juice in the pan. Okay, we want all this juice rendered down. Okay. I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. It doesn't take but just a few minutes for it to render down. So you see how that's coming up to a boil? If you know what rendering stuff down, or reducing down basically, then you know what I'm talking about. So we're just going to let that cook. And while I'm standing here waiting on that, let me taste this and see if it needs some salt. Because sometimes it does need salt. And a lot of people say, "Oh, you taste that?" Yes, I do, because you gotta know if you gotta add something. And it definitely needs salt. So let's add, where did my salt go? Did I salt? Oh, there it is. Add some salt. I'm gonna stir that around. And then we're going to taste it again. Not too much more salt. Because you don't want it to drown out the flavor of the meat. Should be perfect. Perfect. Yes, love. Yes, love. Let me grab another bowl to put this in. Not yet. I don't have anything for you to stand on, my love. It won't be here till Monday. Hmm? Hmm? The stool. Alright, so this is going to thicken. Yeah? You can. You know why? Why? You can. So this is going to cook down, and it's going to make a very thick sauce, glaze, whatever you want to call it. Yes, love. You do? Yeah. Okay. She wants to make a video. After I'm done with mine, okay? Now you can't really walk away from this because it will get away from you really quick. But this is going to reduce down. You want it, all the juice is going to just become flavor. And it's going to absorb into the meat. I'm going to show you. All this is going to become flavor for your tacos. So just going to let that cook down. And I'll put the recipe that I use, which is my own. I didn't get it from anywhere. I'll put it in the description below. If you're new to my channel, my name's Kim. We do some cooking, some cleaning, some talking, some novaing. See how that's getting thicker? because it's reducing down. But if you're new here, welcome. Please consider hitting that subscribe button because it does not cost you a thing. Hit that like button. You can pretend like you like my content. Let's get these numbers up. Help a girl out. Trying my hardest to bring more content because I made this cake. Did I make it yesterday? No, day before yesterday. And I will have you know that this cake was so good. Get off of it, chips. That is no more. And you want to talk about moist? Oh, look at this. My God, it actually holds together. Yes, moist. Anyway, so that's what we're doing. Okay, so this is going to go really quickly here. See how it's coming together? Trust the process, people. Don't say, oh, I got too much juice. No, you don't. If you put more juice in than what I did, it'll still reduce down. If you want juice in your tacos, take it out now. If you don't, then I'm going to show you. Okay. Just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Now you see how the majority of that, there's hardly no juice left in it. But I don't want any juice left in mine because that's all flavor. So that's how you reduce it down. We'll do it again. And I'll show you again. My husband, 155,000% loves my tacos. I'll say, I'm making tacos for dinner. He'll say, which ones? I'll say mine or regular. And he'll be like, oh, man. Because he prefers mine. Okay. So, you can see, I'm going to take this off the heat so you can see there's no more juice in it. Okay? So I'm going to set you guys over here. We're going to turn this off till I get this in here. Turn you on this way a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to throw that meat in there. And see, there's no juice. So now turn that back on. Come back over here. I'm going to do it all over again. This batch I put a little bit more juice just so you guys can see. I don't want you getting in the kitchen and freaking out because you think you put too much juice. You can dump all the juice in there if you want to. Make sure I get all this meat out of here. Okay. And that's what juice you're left with. Okay. So again, we're going to stir this around. I'll show you. See how that looks? There's hardly any juice in that meat. Okay? Because that's all flavor. Yes, my love. Hi.
Can I go through the window?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. She loves her granddaddy. You can open it. She asked if she could come in there and see you. Okay. We're going to do the same thing. And then once we get that, then I take we like the Guerrero corn shell tortillas. And before I do the shells, I'm going to let this reduce down just a little bit. That way it's nice and hot. But we do the same thing with this that we did the last ones. You want the juice to reduce down to nothing. So you see we have quite a bit of juice in this one. But that doesn't matter. You can put... It's all going to taste the same. So it really does not matter. Because it's all going to reduce down. Now we need to check our... See if it needs salt, which it probably does. Here's my spoon. A little bit. Not a bunch. And it's to your liking. So it really doesn't matter. That's why you taste things. You don't taste your food. You're going in blind and you're feeding people things you don't know how they taste. Perfect. Perfect. So like I said, we're just going to let this reduce down. And I didn't make a whole lot because it's just me and my husband. So. And the more you stir it, you can feel it getting thicker because it's reducing down. And I'm trying to learn how to make flour tortillas homemade. But I want mine to taste buttery, so I think maybe tomorrow or Saturday or Sunday I'm gonna try to make some. So I'll do a video on that and you can see if I do it or if, like most people, I mess up. They smell so good. Like I said, I'll put the recipe in the description box below. If you're not a citrusy person, you're not going to like these tacos. So he'll be back, baby. Yes, my love. I'm going to bring you your mac and cheese, okay? Let me take her mac and cheese. Yes, my love. Yes. Oh, oh, oh! Yep. You're crazy, girl. Yeah. You can say it. depending on how much juice you have in here. Yes, my love. It will take a little bit longer for it to reduce down. But you can see on the sides how it gets thick. Okay. Where are my tons? Nova, don't make a mess. Alright. So now what is I'm going to turn on my skillet on high. And we're going to stir this. And let this heat up. Can you what? Yeah. Yes, Nova. Huh? Okay. Yes. Yeah. Let's see. This burner kills me sometimes. This just adds so much flavor to the meat. Like when I first made this, I didn't know to render down the juice to give it more flavor. I'm talking, you gotta wait a minute. And then once I learned that, I was like, wow, it really does add more flavor. So if you make these and you're thinking to yourself, why is mine taking so long to render down the juice? Just be patient. Just keep stirring it, because if you don't stir it, it will stick to the bottom of the pan. Okay, now we're going to add our flour tortillas. Yes, Nova. Okay, so we're just going to add our tortilla in there like that. When you start to see it sticking like that, don't walk away, because it's going to go very quickly. And I can turn mine off because we're about there. And as far as this goes, these don't take very long at all. Let me get a paper towel. Set this up here, like so. Yes, my love. Okay. Yes, Nova. He's in his room. No, leave him alone. Alright. She will nana me to death. Okay. So this is what it's looking like. Okay. Yes, Nova. I love you. When you see these little brown bits on there or whatever, that's what you're looking for. Nova, I'm doing something. She left the building. Okay. Let me add another one. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to take our meat. We're just going to pour the rest of that in here. Flip that. Don't think you're going to burn your tortillas because you're not. Nova, I'm going to knock you out, girl. She left. Yes, Nova. And I have to make a lot of these because my husband will eat his weight in these. What, Nova? You call me and don't say nothing. That's not what I wanted to set you guys up here. I'm trying to put you in my little, there we go. Like that, like that. So don't be afraid to get in the kitchen and cook. It can be fun, just depending on what you're making. If you like to cook. If you don't like to cook, then you can throw whatever together, you know. There's been times where, well, for instance, see, a little bit. I went to the grocery store today. I ended up spending $115 on absolutely nothing, and that's pretty sad to say the least, you know. Because I'm a steak person. Not as bad as I used to be, but I am a steak person. And I wanted a steak. And looking at the steaks, I was just like, there's no way. There's no way. So, let's see, how many do I have here? I got one. I don't even know how many I got here yet. Nova, come on. Leave him alone. It is not time to eat yet. Leave his door alone. Hey, get away from it. Because he's trying to rest. She's going through her terrible 3s. She didn't go through her terrible 2s. And she is something else. What? Uh-huh. So, I think that should be enough. What, Nova? No. And you gotta be stern with these kids nowadays, because she's not gonna be raised like the rest of these youngins. What? No. No, ma'am. Alright. So that's our tacos. I hope you'll try this recipe. It's very, very simple. Don't let it intimidate you. Get your pan. I'll put the description down in the box. And give it a try. You might actually like it. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.